the mid side, Bleed make a decision to push in all the way towards the tunnels aside. And if adrnking has no idea about this, I mean, maybe they will now, right now, with the trap that's been laid around from the chamber side. adrnking knows this. He'll just patiently fall back and wait for them to make a move.
You just can't do something like that. The position was good, but Kush again, this guy on the chamber is just an absolute deadly force and a unit to behold. But Rita, he's gonna try to maybe turn things around, but Kush again, he's on for an ace. He got a 4K over towards yellow. Well, everything was happening over onto tube. The man's on for an ace, and you gotta give it to him. Look at the HP of the Viper, and so still Kush. Give this man a high five.
You could say that Alter Ego had control of that entire situation. adrnking once again, early use of the suppression knife to give some info, and it will catch Sova. That's actually a good one, mainly because the amount of information that he can gain. And adrnking, oh boy, Darian should have been careful from the mid side, especially when Sova has been suppressed. No info, no intel gathering, and with that one player being picked out, it'll be difficult for Bleed to come back.
Especially with deLb holding from the top end with that Marshall. It'd be a dangerous play by him, but no one's really peeking him. No one's really given a lot of information away, but losing that chamber early on nullifies a lot of map control that you could have gained. The chamber just is a constant nuisance. Just hold still for a second. Yep, that's the kill, Juicy. He's gonna get sent back to Jesus. And deLb, he's just relishing in the fact that he got the freest kill of his life. One more frag and that's it. That's all that they need to stabilize and get this round for themselves.
Yeah, they still got to worry about the mid place. The place where Huxley is holding down to. For Bleed, they're even much more worried about the flank as well. Since they're losing a lot of time, they have no other choice but to move forward. With only sheriffs in hand and 2 of the players already being picked out, have to wait for the wall to dissipate, and when that's done, they have to go in for the push. They have to go in for the commitment. The problem is Alter Ego is currently the one who has the advantage. deLb gets one more with the Marshall.
They did a pretty good job. They got 2 kills. They were able to stabilize a little bit. Maybe if they had the spike on that, it's guaranteed success for Eagle. Didn't really happen as planned, but at the end of the day, they did the damage, they got the information, and they have an idea of how the members of Alter Ego are starting to play this. But will the execution be proper from them? It seems to be so. Noxy takes a backseat and Darion opens up the round for them with Juicy following suit.
Yeah, well, there goes your 2 Sentinels. And now Bleed, they can just easily push in towards the B side. Still have to worry about the controller Vipers, so they need to make sure. And Darion, he might be able to find one. Information's been given.
Oh my god! Poppin swing the man to hell!
The long-range headshot from the Sheriff. That was unexpected, but in the end, you still got to be careful though. Bleed is already taking control from the B, which means a post plant will be confirmed. And it always depends on Juicy. If he finds one more player, if he finds out Huxley, it'll be more than enough to control the situation. And there you go. It's just deLb who needs to figure out a way to bring things back. 1 kill will be given. Around from Bleed. We'll make sure to nullify it. Once again, we'll be able to see the suppression knife. Not now. Yeah, there you go. Suppression knife being used, information being given, and Crazy Guy, he knows exactly what happened, right? This is I believe this is the 4th time you see the suppression knife, and that is the main reason why you see the Sova playing a bit too behind, making sure that he doesn't get caught off, and make sure that Bleed would give less amount of information from Alter Ego.
They gotta work their way up though soon enough, because in this current situation, things don't look as proper as you would have hoped, but Noxy holding down the corner, maybe a bit too dangerous. He doesn't really have a fallback attempt. If he misses the shot, he needs to get a kill. He's gonna get scared. He doesn't want to swing that. And if he did, that was a freebie for him to find. That kill would have been crucial, but now Juicy, he's the danger man holding from the top end of the top rope. One more kill, Adrian, you gotta fight it, buddy. Even though he gets nothing. The Viper shuts down another. And Huxley, it's all up to you. How are you gonna live this? How are you gonna try to open things up? Because Kush, he's been good, he's been amazing, but JH is just way faster. Gets another one for himself, and the Viper, the lone wolf, also gonna die alone as well. Relta's gonna be the one to sit.
All 4 players from Revenant Esports, they just made their aggressive push from A, removed the vital players off from Alter Ego's side, and ensure none of those retaliations would be performed from the defensive side. So a job well done from Bleed. They will succeed in this equalizer 2-2. Now you could see how patiently as that, as they're waiting it out, see whether if one of the players from Alter Ego are making in for a push. Let's not forget, this is an eco round, so especially when you know it's an eco round, you'd expect to see at least 1 or 2 defenders going for a very risky push. And now with Kush being detected from the owl drone, only 2 pings will be given. And now with the information being known, Bleed will make sure that the player from the side of Alter Ego will be removed out and proceed to the side.
Looking to maybe get a push-up over from the front end of this, but not in this scenario. They get the information and they're showing so much respect. I love this about Bleed. They understand that even in this round where they have equal weaponry, there's a good chance we might die. So let's play it slow, let's play it steady, let's play it together as a team. Actually, he immediately runs his way around to try and maybe set up a crossfire with his buddies. This crossfire is beautiful with only 30 seconds left. They can't even go in for this aggressive push. They're all stuck. They can't even go to B. The wall's blocking them. They need to run all the way from A main. Oh, this is bad.
Yeah, but Rettler's already in. You might be able to find a pick or 2, especially from deLb. Oh, there it goes.
Goodbye.
10 seconds left and naTz 2 kills with the Sheriff. And now Bleed, they're slowly starting to lose a lot of time. Alter Ego, my goodness, what a way to win that Thrifty round.
We're just in a land of 8 gods, honestly speaking. deLb got the insane shot of his life, then came Juicy with the spray transfer of his career. The guys are just on fire. Their mechanical skill is unmatched, and possibly this is going to be another showcase of it. Kush comes in for the backup. Jay on the receiving end of the to the force, and the French rifle holding strong with KO on the other end of this. They're just impossible to get through. They know the positions. They know exactly what they need to do to try and get this one around, but in this 3 versus 5 situation, close to impossible to try and equalize this out. It's all up to Juicy and the Blade Storm, and maybe, just maybe, his 1 kill will open things up.
Yeah. Looks like they're currently in a man disadvantage for Bleed. Got to figure out a way. naTz will remove Juicy. He won't be having any problems at all, which leads to only 2 players left for Bleed to bring this back up, and Kush will make sure.
We gotta figure out a scenario for this as well. Juicy. Again, he's that game changer that Bleed have on their side. If he starts to hit those shots, if he starts to find those frags, it's close to impossible to try and deny him. Push up over from one end though. They're trying to work the map just a little bit, trying to see if any of the members of AE get a bit too overconfident and start swinging out of corners. They have the lead. So this is a good call from them. They want map control. They want to play aggressive, but no. Look at the members of Alter Ego. They're showing so much discipline in this case, and they're not giving up a single bit of space for it. Kush, though, getting forced off the yellow angle, now needs to dry peek into, at the bare minimum, 4 players. One has an operator on the side. Here comes a flash. Here comes a swing, but Darion's just way quicker than Viper. It's just so crucial for it all. Adrian tries to close things out and open it up, but the equalization that they hoped they would have is now non-existent. The revive comes in and the plan to boot. Bleed, they have the site for themselves. Wait, no, they don't.
They don't have it. Oh no, that's not good from Bleed's side. They have to commit for this. They'll do it as of now, especially with the help of the Viper's pet. They will commit for a post plan. Now Huxley is gonna make sure that he doesn't get caught off in that crossfire. With this Viper pit being so crucial for Bleed, this will be a difficult choice for Alter Ego to win this round. So the only choice of action is to fall back and save their weaponry, and I believe that's exactly what they're going to do. Save their weapons. I've got to say for Bleed, the read on that flashbang was so well done. You know, the timing to remove Kush off from that yellow boxes was so crucial for Bleed to get the opening pick. Pushing all the way from the B side. Well, we will see Bleed secure this round on attack, 4-3.
But even if you had the flash, it wouldn't work. The 2 to force is ready, and there's no way you're gonna get away from it. Darion just slapped him out of the sky at Crazy Eye.
Too far. Trap destroyed.
Bye.
Yep. Surprise attack, says Alter Ego, as adrnking continues to do his same. The first, the second won't be delayed because Rettler and Darion are still present. 2 kills. Right. He removes deLb and Kush. All needs to find one more, and naTz takes care of that situation. And it's Rattler needs to deal with this 1v2. Only having a Vandal in hand, you still got to worry about the opting Battle Sage Noxy. All the way from the other side, gets taken out. 1v1, still has a chance for it to succeed. Now it's the battle of the Vipers. Huxley and Rattler. Oh boy, Huxley.
He knows.
No, he doesn't. Oh, he gets it. Oh, jeez. Oh, man.
The man looked away in the worst possible time, and the timing could just have completely gone haywire. And in this scenario, Bleed, they're now back on the map, baby. 4-4 on the scorecards, and slowly but surely they're working their way up. Noxy holding from the top end of this, does get spotted out by the recon bolt, and now his position is compromised. He cannot stay here. They need to try and get in a much more defensive position. The crossfires are good, but still, it's not optimum. One small misstep, one small misplay now with the Viper wall going down. Things could be going horribly wrong, and Noxy, he has no one to bail him out.
No more slow ops, no more of the flashes. They could rely on flashes, though. There is one from adrnking's side, but Noxy
He's
going in for this push. Oh, there is one player holding the crossfire angle, and Noxy decides to fall back. It's a good idea. Null command will be used from adrnking. No more utilities, which means Bleed has to wait for more than 5 or 6 seconds, and Noxy will be able to do this. One peek, there you go. Important one, because there goes Rattler. Immediate refag will come in from JH. Now with a span of 35 seconds, Bleed needs to figure out a way to push in towards the side. They've wasted a lot. AE knows exactly where the execute's been happening. And for the defenders, all they've got to do is just wait. JH, not going to waste any time at all with the post plant, and deLb is not going to go in for the denial either. Leon is watching their back, making sure none of those would arrive. And Juicy will get one. All he needs to do is find 4 more players from Bleed, and for Alter Ego, it's not happening because Juicy will find one. Crazy guy gets the other to remove Kush. And just
in here is what's really surprising. The level of discipline that they have is not something that is common. And Bleed, they're making sure that the members of Alter Ego need to be disciplined as well. One small misplay and one small misstep in your play can be punished drastically by a team that is showcasing this. No! Actually, missed a couple of the most crucial shots, and okay, Noxy, disgusting flick to try and shut down another one, and the trades are still going back and forth. Somehow the members of Alter Ego are regardlessly finding this, and Kush, the game changer of all of this, is gonna try to save it out, but again, Red Blood, the clutch minute. Seeing art in motion. They're drawing the painting, and we are witnessing it come out in front of our eyes. It's forming right here and there. This is one form of art that I would love witness over and over again. Bleed, what's the game plan here this time? How are you going to try and paint this picture? Because for now, the members of Alter Ego, they're opting for a much more default heavy position with mid control being their primary focus. They have everyone set up. Kush is over on the back end of the A side. Again, playing very aggressive on this end. Positions already known. The Hunter Spear is going to force him off the corner. And Kush, he had no idea where to look. The Hunter Spear just causing even more problems. Juicy gets the shutdown kill, and Bleed, they have the advantage and possibly the entire play for themselves as well. Adrian's gonna get spotted out, and that's gonna be huge. That's gonna be massive for them to find, and with the plant going out as well. Crazy guy with another. deLb getting shut down. It's rough. The members of Bleed, they don't have the side. They can't really do anything with it, but look at Darion. He's all the way on the A side. He's just chilling there. This is my property now.
Oh boy, this is smart. This is smart from Bleed. They thought about planting from the B side, and once they realized that the Viper was present, adrnking is still present. This might be a bit problematic, with Darion giving good amount of info on A side's whereabouts.
Oh, Juicy.
And now Alter Ego knows this. All 4 players are just running in, and Juicy is just right from behind. This is so good coming from Bleed's side, but you gotta focus on the side too, because it's 1v2. J-Head gets it. 9 seconds left. It's a 2v1. Rattler needs to get it. adrnking denies it. There goes Juicy. It's 1v1. Rattler gets it again.
Good God, this man is on fire. And then Juicy with the flank, that was just pristine. You have to give him credit for that. That push all the way from the B side, he just booked it. He became Usain Bolt, run it out with his knife. He just dashed as well to make sure he had the preparation for that play. And now the A side hit is coming in. And this is one of the main reasons why I always say that Soba is a must-have on this particular map. Normally, defenders can never go in for aggressive pushes if you have a Soba on the top end of this. Here is where the problems will start to be even more dramatic. That's going to be another kill coming in from the top side of this. And already the defenders are looking at a rough patch and a rough spot. How do you come on back from this here, Baba? Because losing out on your Sage early on, yeah, that's gonna hurt quite a lot.
Yeah, there's only one aggressive plays adrnking. Oh boy, sees Darion. He's got to be careful. Should be best to hold his ground, wait for Bleed to make their move, and with the entirety of mid control still being on the side of Alter Ego, Darion just makes sure that none of that would happen. Jeez, Juicy comes back again. Oh jeez, deLb will make sure none of those plays would happen, and Retla still gets taken out. It's 1v3. deLb needs to figure out a way, and it's not gonna happen. Crazy guy comes back. See Bleed focus on that one particular player just to get access on the B side. There was a lot of utilities committed to that one particular player. But for now, as you focus on the second half, pistol round is present. And with the Alter Ego being the ones on attack, I believe one of the player, Kush, will be watching the backside, making sure that none of the players on the side of Bleed will make any thinkings of going in for a flank. And the mid place will be covered as well. So the main problem of it all is for Alter Ego, they're the ones on attack. They have to make it. They're the ones who who have to make a decision to push in towards the site. And Crazy Guy, my goodness,
God, no, don't do this.
The site. Don't tell me he's gonna get a kill. Oh, he does.
You.
Gets away to safety.
This guy's actually crazy. This guy's actually crazy. His name is perfect for him. Who pushes like that from there? No one. Unless you have some information to make this play happen. He just casually walks in and kills Haxley. That's massive. You know why as well? Because that's your Viper gone in early round.
Poison's off.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Look at that. Retla and JH all the way from the backside. They'll just clean out everything. A and mid, everything is theirs, and now it's just deLb and Kush who needs to figure out a way to bring this back. And they've got to forget about mid. JH is present, so does Retla. He's just casually just being so patient from the B side. And once they figured out an opening, well, Alter Ego, they just lost control of it. Once they lost mid, they even lost the sight on A, and once they were forced a decision to go in for a...
Again, Retla, he's being a perfect anchor. We're gonna sound like broken records at this point, but you have to give credit where credit is due because Retla's just insane on his own right. Again, much more of a slower pace here on this particular round. Nothing really out of the ordinary just yet, but the members of Alter Ego, they're giving out too much space and they're waiting for Bleed to maybe go in for over-aggressive peaks, but this is not really working. Oh, beautiful tap coming in from deLb to send Crazy Guy back down to hell. He gets one more frag to boot, and with this frag, they're going to be able to set themselves up for victory. They have information that the Sova was playing from mid, so the players have to be on A side aggressively. They need to understand which positions could they play. If the Sova was playing on mid, that means the aggressive players will be close by. Yep, the KO Knives is going to catch them. They need to run. They're going to give up the side. They're going to pick up the Bulldog. And now, opting for this retake, how will they play this? All towards the back of side? They haven't.
Okay. Yeah, as I was about to say, Juicy was already in that place, you know, swapping from the Marshal to the Spectre. Jesus, what was that? 2 kills! And just like that, Bleed just casually waits it out. I mean,
man, what does JH even do? He's not even giving them a chance to showcase what they can really do. That's rough, that's tough, but still, Kush, he's there to equalize things out. Finally shutting down these aggressive plays coming in from Bleed. They're gonna need to run. They need to respect Kush. Gain the space. He killed out the player. You have to give him the space that he deserves. They're going to give up on this A-side push, knowing that there could be a hard push going over towards the B-side, considering that they were very aggressive on A. Again, they're using a lot of the strategies being done by the members of Bleed pretty well, but they're trying to copy a strategy that was used already against you. The reads are going to be present. The read will be there, and Darion maybe a bit too daring on the... Still gets away with the kill. Ow!
Boy, JH, he's got to be careful on that, but knowing that the weapon diff is in the hands of Alter Ego, it will be difficult. And now it's Retla who needs to deal with this 1v4. Just usually fall back. Having the op in hand means it will be a save.
30 seconds left.
They'll just make sure that the weapon would not go in the hands of Alter Ego.
Yep. They just gotta save that weaponry for as much as they can. 10 and 5 on the scorecards, and yep.
3 more rounds left for Bleed to succeed this matchup against Aldrigo and Darion. My goodness, daring as he is! Oh, but he gets caught out, especially while he was trying to teleport back. Unfortunate. This will give Aldrigo the advantage they require to push in from the side itself. With the Sentinel gone, things will be even much more difficult for Bleed, but you still have Juicy. Oh! Headshot. There goes the Jet. And now, you could say that man count is restored.
It's not looking that good for them now, is it? Members of Alter Ego slowly but surely working their way up. And yep, that's JH. Not really holding the angle that he wants to. Gets caught out with his pants down. And with the entirety of the A side now empty and Kush already holding down the lines. Not really a position that you really want to be in when you are on the side of Bleed, because now opting for this retake, they do have a wall to play around with, but that first initial kill will be the most crucial part, and Kush is not going to give it up that easy.
One enemy remaining.
Not gonna give up just yet. Post plant and Juicy. We have to find this opening. Oh, not gonna. AKA the chamber. Once they found out an opening, once they got the entire clearance from the A, they just went for a pure push. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Oh yeah, round
Second
2.
attempt from Juicy. Oh, he was about to get a kill, but he just patiently fall back. Make sure that he doesn't get caught off as well, or else if he does, then it would be even much more problems for Bleed on defense.
Round 3. Oh yeah, round 3 is perfect for Darion. Wait, did Darion only have 1 bullet? Wait a minute.
He only has 1.
He only put 2 bullets and he got a kill with it. That's
Last
sad.
player standing.
That has got to hurt for them. Especially this is the eco round after all for Bleed. So they're making sure that they would get good amount of value from this weaponry. And Darion, only having 2 bullets with the headhunters, he has finally managed to find 1. Now the biggest difference is if he gets 1 more, that's a good value from it. 150 creds for 1 use of headhunter. So if he gets 1 more, then that's 100 creds the value. Although it's post plant, Team Alter Ego already they have the biggest advantage in this post plant. It always depends on how great it can happen, but nah. Really most of the time. So for Bleed, I think it would be better, just like you said, to establish crossfire angles and make sure that they get this good trade-offs. Darion, on the other hand, might be able to get the shot. Beautifully done. TP's back and also will be able to get his anchor back too. By removing Kush, they don't have to worry about looks, and now Bleed just focus on that Okay, I think I spoke too soon while Huxley gets to, pick out my suspicions. Yeah, Caster's Curse it is. For Huxley, he has his eyes from mid. Blocking the read! The read! Oh, the read was so perfect.
Read like an open book.
Too. Yep, the read was just perfect from Bleed.
Remember what I said? If the members of Alter Ego went in for a slow burn strategy again, they're taking a massive risk because Bleed just took the pause. I'm just gonna lean back and say that I was perfectly on point. Look at this setup. Look at the play. That slow burn strategy is now working against them because the members of Bleed, they're not taking a lot of risks. They're playing based upon trades. They're playing based upon the setups, and that's exactly what's happening. Hey, you should have opted to go in for a fast rush. Why go in for the same strategy again? And Alter Ego, they're dying because of it.
Oh, man. What can Alter Ego do now in this situation? They've got to focus on 2 AWPers and Juicy almost getting the shot out. Mainly, if that smoke wasn't present, he could have got that shot, but an early Hunter's Fury would be used from the Sova, which will unfortunately won't be able to deal some damage, I believe, but it will be used from the heals nonetheless. But all in all, an early use of it will guarantee Alter Ego from knowing that the Hunter's Fury won't be available for plant. So they've got to make sure that they remove Darion all the way from the yellow place. I've got to say, this play from the Jet might be able to help them a lot from Alter Ego. The off is still present. He can't be able to use the TP, so he's got to make his shots count. Missed opportunity. And now Noxy is making sure that Darion would not get away from the yellow boxes. Meanwhile, we see Noxy get 1, removing JH out of the equation. And now the plant will be in from Aldrigo. This is looking good from them. And now Bleed, they've got to hurry up.
Wait. He got the kill on the J. What? That's another pickup as well over from the other end of this. It's very bad for them to try and turn things around from this. Once Viper Spit alone can be the biggest dangerous play of them all. Crazy guy over from the back end of yellow. Their position's already revealed. It's all up to Noxy to maybe find a kill. Doesn't really get much done here. The Viper Spit still very much online, but still holding down the fort. It will be the members of Bleed. They're still fighting it all. The timing is everything, and they're not able to get much done. Adrian on the back end of this does find one, does find the secondary. Juicy, right click to the body. That's all that he needs. The timing is not enough, though. He is now out of time.
Slowly coming back. You almost have a chance to equalize the score count too in the second half. Now, the way how the Sova has been playing as of now, Crazy Guy still from mid. The mid control is crucial for the defenders. If they lose that control and if Aldrigo use that to their advantage, it will be difficult. But now as you see some change of roles, especially most of the time you'd see the Chamber play from the yellow boxes, and now it's Retla who's been doing the work. Darion all the way from the mid side. With the tour de force in hand, he might be able to deny or delay removing Huxley out. And if he gets this important pick, this will be huge. Now they still have to focus on the side itself, especially for Aldrigo. B side it is. Smoke's been placed out. There's even some patience. No information has been given as of now. And with the help of the recon darts, they'll be able to find one. Now let's see what Bleed will do after this.
Oh, this is bad. Retla, he's stuck in no man's land. He has no way of getting out, but still he wants a kill. Doesn't really find out much. deLb and Noxy, fast rush, and the execution is perfect. They get the site for themselves, and without the Viper for a retake, you are pretty much done and dusted. Optimum plan would be to opt to go in for a save. They don't really have a lot of weaponry to boot, and look at Kush. Oh no. They have no idea. Never mind, they have an idea.
Now they do. JH, that's the thing, right? Every single time you see Aldrigo, Kush is always in the luck. And Huxley, oh, that's a huge drop though. With Juicy gone, no more of the op plays would be given from Bleed. And now with Darion's tour de force, it can only be used once. And with Bleed losing a lot of economy in this round will be even much more problematic. Look at that. Aldrigo just making sure that none of the players from Bleed would survive in this post plant. So the only player who's still alive would be Darion for, the rotate back towards the side, right?
And an 11 on the scorecards. This is where the plays are just going to be a little bit more dicey as well, because now emotions are going to be running high and you're going to make a lot of mistakes. And goddamn Crazy Guy, beautiful tap over onto one to shut down one particular instance of that play. But now Juicy, he needs to find the skill. If he doesn't, it's kinda over. Actually, again, he's just beautiful with a JH. Another incredible tap with the Sheriff, opening things out perfectly. One more tap is all that they need, but Adrian playing it smart, playing it slow. He has the timing, he has everything, and this one duel over on the top end of Kitchen is going to pretty much set the pacing for the entire round. He's going to be able to find the frag, and they need to clear him out. Otherwise, this is down bad. Flash in hand, possibly an ult. Doesn't really go for it. And yep, they know they're royally screwed. The Viper alone single-handedly can't really do much. Retla stuck between an impossible situation, and Adrian a tap.
This is concerning coming in from Bleed's end. The way how Aldrigo have been playing this countless amount of times, removing the important players, the aggressive attempt that they've made all towards the kitchen side really did succeed. And if they didn't succeed that post plant, then it could have went in for flavor for Bleed if that happened. But we can't talk a lot about the past. We have to just focus on the present. And now with Aldrigo, who are just currently slowly gaining up, racking up their leads on attack, you got to be careful on certain locations. Good usage of those suppression knife, catching good amount of agents though. Chat has been suppressed, and even on the previous round, we did get to see Viper being suppressed too. So those suppression knife are really working out a lot from AE's favor. Pop flash will be given. That would give enough amount of time for deLb to come back from the yellow stairs, but immediately gets denied from Crazy Guy. My goodness, the denial was so strong that it forced them to fall back, and the trap has been laid from Darion. Good shot to remove Noxy. Still don't have the default. Okay, Kush and adrnking, both of them. Mistakes are so important, and Kush might be able to find it. No crazy guy left.
Do they know?
1v2. What exactly is happening? 24 seconds left, and it's a 2v1. And with
heard
that
the
ball not
footsteps.
being able, he heard it. Oh boy!
Spike down.
He's on
That's
1
gonna hurt.
HP. The call's given. He has nowhere else to plant.
10 seconds.
Oh,
left.
this is bad.
Spike planted.
Oh no, I thought.
Oh boy.
Yeah, crazy guy's laughing. I'm very surprised that that shock dart didn't hit, but again, the line, or you're gonna take a pretty hefty hit when it comes down to your
Get
weapon.
out of my way.
You just don't want to deal with something like that. Push again, working its way from the back end of this bleed. Oh no! Yep, I knew this was gonna happen. This is pretty bad, but still, they're gonna be able to equalize things out and still survive for it all. Jay has his resurrection available. The defenders have everything under control. All these corners, all these angles, and with the resurrection alive as well. The members of Lee, they had it under control. They just rushed in knowing that they had the resurrection up. And this single Sage alone, JH, you can see it in the eyes of this man. He was happy with it. He just read them like an open book, and that play was absolutely pristine. This kill coming in right at the very end was just perfect. I was very afraid for a second, being like, hey, they're playing it a bit too aggressive. What's the game plan here? And then I witnessed, oh, wait, they have a Sage